Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is game number 3 of 6 in tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. My name is Jorisar. The date is Tuesday, the 30th of June, 2020. 2 games are down and 4 left to go, but only 1 more on Miramar, as we see which of our teams potentially are going to be walking home with the lion's share of practice points ahead of, obviously, official tournaments such as PCS and, well, potentially GLL for prize money and all sorts. But these guys are all fighting tooth and nail to hopefully get most of their practice in, really make it count, and try and get the absolute best positions in ahead of their next tournaments. If you want to see who is ahead so far, just go ahead and hit exclamation mark leaderboard in the chat. That will give you which teams have finished basically highest and scored the most fictional points so far. But these scrims are basically every bit as fierce as the real game, so really enjoying watching these guys go at it hammer and tongs. We have 10 out of 17 teams tonight, part of PCS, so it's a good mix of teams and a solid set of games so far, has to be said. A little bit topsy-turvy, especially in game number 1, where several of the very, very big teams went out early on, but completely legitimate. No one was hot-dropped or anything like that. It was straight up just how the engagements worked, how the rotations worked with everyone. Completely fine. So it's really nice that we're being served up such exciting PUBG action here tonight. Let's take a look. The Sauna boys are reasonably close by to Etiquette, and we have a southwestern circle this time. So again, encompassing most but not all of the islands, but a very, very similar circle to last game. So the teams are going to know that actually we might have an idea of where it could end up finishing. These compounds over here were absolutely delightful to take last time before the circle shifted. So we'll see how many people end up going there and whether we see some earlier rotations in and about that sort of area as well. Other teams that are close to each other, Vard and Udir are technically both in Graveyard, but I don't really think they should be shooting each other. I suspect Vard might actually loot and get out and run north to the rest of his team as well. It also depends on whether he has a vehicle. So we will keep one eye on that. Does Udir suspect that Vard is there? Hard to tell at the moment. They look reasonably carefree with their looting. No major dramas so much. We'll wait and see what they're going to do in just a sec. F2 Theodore in the chat. Thank you very much for that. Lovely to hear those kind words. And thank you everyone for your follows and subscriptions as well. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying the casting this evening. Vard has gotten into a vehicle and Udir has definitely heard that, so he now knows that someone else is here. At least one person. Based on where they are, they can probably work out that it's someone from TSM as well. Just because they know TSM drop Hacienda and there or thereabouts. They won't necessarily know which member of the team it is. But they will be interested to know that it is someone. Interestingly, we've got the 6X on the AK here. If I'm reading that correctly, leaving the Mini 14 in reserve. Does Vard not know he's here? He must. Vard must surely know. Vard doesn't know he's here, and that's Udir on Vard. Massive surprise there for TSM, and Raise Your Edge will get first blood in this engagement. I thought Vard knew he was there, to be perfectly honest. I'm a little bit surprised by that, but very well executed as well from Raise Your Edge, so fair enough. Omican and Entropic more or less on top of each other, getting all sorts of tangled right now. It's like they're playing a game of Twister. No one dying just yet. They're reasonably impressed with that. Double looking out onto a completely different squad. That's 22 Esports. On top of those hills there. They see Omican taking a look and they fancy a go, but that means they could actually get shot at from elsewhere, and that's 22 Esports. Getting the knock onto Vashku, actually. Interesting. So they're much closer. This is T-Bone and Gemty we were just looking at, who were engaging in Tropic, and Omican perhaps not quite respecting how difficult that might be with the split. Porky does get taken out, though. Page with the knock, Page with the point. Unfortunate timing with the vehicle actually rolling away from him. Jempty and T-Bone now holding the west side of Chumacera from Entropic, trying to prevent them from coming in. Etiquette are right ahead as well of With Potential. Take a look at this. They're there. With Potential are there. Where are they all going to go? With Potential staying on the road to Monty. Etiquette choosing to move towards the west side. That's potentially paying dividends for them at the moment. They should be able to take a bit of Monty if they want. Northern Lights just opting to go for the southern position here. You can see where it's moving. FaZe Clan have got an excellent split, but if anyone crashes into them, that could be trouble. Micah gets taken clean out of his vehicle. Are the rest of the With Potential boys going to move in? It looks like they're going up the side of the hill instead, but that could be playing into the hands of Perfect. They're stopping short. They've actually been spotted as well. Exvolution has shots against him. Gustav has a job to do here. Etiquette. No, Etiquette are turning around. Okay. So Gustav have scared off Etiquette. That was very important because Gustav is a lone ranger there in that compound. Could have been a 4v1. Tempest getting in on the action now in Chumacera. Entropic dealing with Tomil moving in and just kind of chilling out. Clib and Pixel still on the north side, by the way, so worth pointing out that Tomil is very much alone here. Wookie Bookie is also being taken out elsewhere. Where's Wookie Bookie? Oh, Wookie Bookie next to where Clib is. Okay, so Tomil technically here on his lonesome right now. Over on the south side of the circle, we've got Team Redline. And still to rotate in, Snip Team by Paraiso. Ents in Los Leones. Very late rotate from them there. Team Liquid moving up, trying to finish With Potential. Exvolution is still very, very close by. He goes down from elsewhere, and actually K-Mind is gifted the point. He'll take that. Perfect gets the down, K-Mind gets the kill. With Potential there, unfortunately, wanting to come down this road, getting disrupted by Northern Lights, and then, well, we'll see what happens. That's what happens when things don't go according to a plan. Gustav now getting a couple of teams very close to him, including the Sauna Boys. Anonymous thinking about crashing this compound. And Gustav actually driving away there. So I think FaZe Clan realized there are just too many people rotating in to risk it. TSM moving into the compound held by Raise Your Edge. There's a big team fight. We're going to hop on board with Fex. Miracu is down and out. Only Fex and Iroh left here. And Raise Your Edge have got at least one more up and standing. That's Shiv down. Who is inside the church? It's Gamer666. Game will be able to get Udir up. Actually, if you get Monkey up as well, that's going to be very useful. It'll end up being a 3v2 if TSM aren't able to push in fast enough. Iroh is certainly looking to do that. Bullets coming in. Oh, very nice save there. Monkey not quite dead yet. Going for the quick res instead. Udir has 10 hit points. Oh, this is big balls play right here. There's Fex. Oh, it doesn't quite pay off, unfortunately. Monkey low as well. Fex will get traded out, but that is a 1-4-2 trade. Iroh now left. Gamer666 on the roof. And it's a 1v1. TSM versus Raise Your Edge. Grenade is an excellent idea. Iroh can hear it. Doesn't expect him to move forward, though. And Raise Your Edge eliminated by TSM, who get all 4 kills. But only Iroh is left alive. Mega frustrating for them. They do win the fight, but my goodness. That was rough for them. More rotations coming in now. Thunder lost very, very close here to the Sauna Boys. Looks like Misa fancies taking a little bit more. You must see Thunder lost in that. How do you not see Thunder lost in that? Oh, he does. He does. Okay. Really good spray with a 2x there on the barrel as well. Goes down to 24 hit points, but Misa managing to get the knock. Code Marco is going to be right behind Fenderlost. I think Etiquette are still playing with 3 people. Don't quote me on that. Let's take a look. It looks like it at the moment. Hueth having network issues, unfortunately, and can't join the team as a 4th. Anonymous now crashing in. Code Marco having to move upstairs. Forever is at the next compound along, unfortunately, so Code Marco on his lonesome. Misa gets taken down in rotation. That's a little bit of help. Nookie using the vehicle as a shield, but Misa's going to die anyway, so it's now a 3v1 in this compound. Code Marco holding the next building along. Thunderlost is going to go down, and Forever, well, he's moving over. He's going to try and make this a 2v3. It doesn't look like he's been spotted yet. The Northern Lights are actually engaging now. So this might be an opportunity for Forever to do something. What a shot from Forever! Insta headshot on Sakura. Oh my god, Forever, you absolute beast! Getting Anonymous and Nookie as well. The Sauna Boys eliminated in 15th place, and Etiquette with just 2 members left. Forever and Code Marco will live to fight another day. What a play from Forever. Oh my goodness. That was absolutely delightful to watch. Back in the center of the circle, Northern Lights with all 4 players. Very split, but very alive. Team Liquid to their east. A lot more compact. FaZe Clan split 2 and 2. Also very close to the center of the circle. Some fireworks there from Etiquette, but they're going to have to repeat that at least 1 or 2 times more if they want to win this game. Great start, though. Damn. Ira on the outskirts of Chumacera. Very close to where Tempests are. Not really wanting to give his position away. Perfect on his first knock, so we'll be able to get revived, assuming Na'Vi don't crash into the compound, but Northern Lights are sufficiently split that it's going to be difficult. I think someone's going to join Perfect in the compound rather than move out. Because that is just a good building to have. Kemba's basically saying, no one's shot back at me. I wonder if it's a solo in that compound. Should we think about pushing? We'll probably see the vehicle moving up shortly. Yep, sees the buggy. So good knowledge and good scouting so far from Na'Vi. Not quite able to pick up the point, but a lot of information for the team. Next circle is a hard shift north to the crossroads in Monte Nuevo. Omakin's going to have to rush into FaZe Clan as our 22. Tempest might be able to go around the east side here, and Iro is basically going to do that straight away, not even waiting. Loads of people moving out to this side of the circle. We've got Redline, we've got Snip Team. The Adepts are here as well. Lukeep gets shot at. And Tundo gets 1 free knock. Is he going to get 2? No, Evas hits the deck. Furax is right there with him, though. And that's 2 points for the Adepts. Really nicely done. Good coordination there and lovely trigger discipline. Here come Omakin. They're moving up onto FaZe Clan. Uber right next door gets Paige. Doesn't get T-Bone and Jempty though, unfortunately. Paige goes down, but should be revivable. And FaZe, unfortunately, staying split for slightly too long there. Fuzzface does manage to get out, and 80 and Gustav are still here, so they've got a nice position on the southern edge. In the meantime, this is Na'Vi moving up towards the Northern Lights. Perfect gets taken down by a frag grenade. The Tab potentially looking to flank around the back. Not 100% sure where the deep is yet at the moment, so not sure whether to go in the front or the back of the building. They know the Perfect is down upstairs, so time is of the essence. Moving in now. Is there a Molotov on the stairs, or are they going to be able to go straight up? It looks like they're going straight up, trying to get the quick res. Not finding anyone here. Door opening. It's enough for them to get a point, but not enough for them to stop the trade. That's the Tab going down. Senya could have, should have, would have been right behind it, but not possible here. Going to use a grenade to prevent anyone else from coming up. Using him as bait. And Spyro moves up the top of the stairs. Spyro and Bachelin still alive, but Bachelin's very, very split from him right now. Keeping things very quiet is Senya. He hears the frag. Immediately chucks it in. Here come the flashes. He's going to flash himself. Oh no, almost. Not quite. And Batchelins gets Senya down the front of the house. He moved out as the grenades were putting in. Really nicely played there by Spyro, but they are not out of the woods yet. Senya is technically safe at the moment. Batchelins is also down. So can Kemba do something? Senya's probably saying, rush to me now, rush to me now. Don't worry about it. Just stop him from getting the flush. Kemba's got the angle now. Oh, so close. Kemba now moving up to get the res. Spyro trying to hold an angle and won't be able to prevent the res from coming up, unfortunately. Wow, what a grenade! Cooking it to perfection and getting another knock onto Senya. Second knock now means that Spyro is forcing them into a little bit of time trouble. Grenade coming into the house. Kemba once again going for the res. He's going to have to try and res very quickly. I'm surprised that no one's actually shooting them from range yet, but Bestalok is doing his best to stop this from coming out. That's Spyro down, and Senya should be able to get the resurrect safely now. Here comes FaZe Clan. They are sending it into Monty. Not waiting at all. They're 3 alive at the moment. AT, Gustav, Fuzzface. Fuzzface accidentally goes into the tires. He wanted to go a bit further than that. Should be able to get moving. No, he doesn't! And that's Bestalok, actually, reasonably close by. Na'Vi not having to deal with the other team anymore. Turn their attention to FaZe Clan. Bestalok with an excellent overarching position. And Fuzzface nowhere near Gustav and AT, so it's going to be very tricky to get that res off. I have a feeling FaZe Clan are going to be playing as a duo from this moment onwards. There is still time to res Fuzzface, though. No, Gustav is going back in the vehicle. He's certainly going to give it a try. And the team will have radioed exactly where Na'Vi are, so they will get that. I do beg your pardon. Gustav, though, gets taken down from Kemba, so quite clearly not. Not anticipating that a couple of members of Na'Vi were still south and yet to rotate, and as a result, 8C is now on his lonesome. Really nice there from Na'Vi. Tempest also right behind them. The battle of the yellow teams could be about to get a lot more intense. Pyro right next to 8C. And the chase is on. 8C should be able to get away long enough to heal. Both of these guys lost off their teams. We're down to the top 9 now, ladies and gentlemen. Just about to hit the 18-minute mark in this game. And over on the west, we have the teams with the black and gray in-game. We've got the Adapts and we've got 22 Esports moving in from the west side. The Adapts are going far north. They're going to be fine, actually. They could even keep the vehicles, go into this compound and potentially send it in if they need to. I think that's exactly what they're going to do. 22 Esports looking like they're going to move straight in. There is a drop here, but that's a little bit baity. Snip team are struggling. Nail up taken up by Code Marco. Don't forget that triple kill earlier on for Etiquette was absolutely huge for Forever. And they were 3 kills then. They're 8 kills now. What an absolutely beautiful game Etiquette are having. It's such a pity that they started the game as a 3-man squad. Such a pity. They spot someone. They're thinking about taking him out. They've decided, yes, that's a good idea. Dark Choice goes down like a sack of potatoes. Didn't even see what was coming. Won't be able to get the finish by the looks of things, but he certainly startled 22. The Adapts now sending it in. T-Bone is close by, but otherwise I think they're actually going to get this house for free. Yes, they do. Quick bit of scouting to make sure nobody is here. And as it turns out, it was an excellent shift because the circle effectively shifts onto Na'Vi. We are back online with Kemba. Trying to spot out everyone who's rotating to see if we can get a couple of kills or see if anyone is just moving into their compounds, but they won't be. Crowman, quite close to Code Marker, but otherwise relatively safe. Up on this hill now is a good position to be. Tomil gets a lot of barrel shots shot at him, but he'll be fine. This is a nice little oversight, but if the next circle moves off of here, up north, then Tempest are going to find it really hard to rotate. Na'Vi, very split, just holding these positions on all sides of the bull ring, essentially. And 22, I'm not sure about this position from 22. They're leaving it quite a while before they rotate. Dex is down as well. Should be able to get the revive up, but they need to decide where they're going. I'm not sure they can. The adepts are gatekeeping them here, so what are they going to do? Go north? They could crash into T-Bone, I suppose. That could be a thing. Philu spotting a member of Na'Vi who took down Tundo. Tundo's going to bleed out, actually. Second or third knock, bleeding out a bit too quickly for Philu to actually get there. Na'Vi starting to think about engaging. Oh no, a second member of the Adepts goes down as well. This time to T-Bone from Omicron. So Philu now suddenly is playing survival mode. Only member of the Adepts still alive. He must be sat there going, hang on a second, how did that even happen? They've got 6 kills at the moment and they're in the top 9 teams, so they've got some points. But this isn't the play they were looking for. Zumar and Code Marco inside the same building. Zumar down the bottom of the stairs. What a nade. What a nade. Code Marco follows it up as well. That's him done. Etiquette are having a peach of a game, I have to say. Na'Vi have 7 kills and still have 3 alive, meanwhile, talking about one of the teams that are possibly likely to win the game. Strong amount of points haul. Really good fragging. Philu very close, just listening out for those audio cues, relaying that information back to his teammates, because remember, they are still split. Then it's kind of a case of the solos. You got T-Bone up there, we've got Philu here, Iroh here, 8C here. Crowman all the way over there. Etiquette as a duo, although this duo seems to be doing more damage than a lot of the 4-man squads. Absolutely insane. Then you've got Na'Vi and Tempest. A nice little donut for the next circle. So Tempest are completely fine. They're going to be very pleased, actually. The entirety of this summit is still in. And they might even get the circle moving up to them. In which case, they're defending the high ground against everyone. And they can just get all the kills. That would be a delightful position for them to be in. 6 kills for the team at the moment. But if anyone comes up here, expect that number to increase. Couple of shots fired, but nothing too dangerous at the moment. Forever is possibly the player that's most likely to ruin the Tempest party. Very close to Pixel. If this nade lands. Oh, if that landed, he would have been toast. And we all know it. We all know it. Right, the 2 members of Etiquette moving in now, but they don't know Clib's here. And I feel like Clib on the flank could end up being the deciding factor. Smoke's going down, and oh, they're not pushing up anymore. That gives Tempest the high ground advantage. Tiny bit of Forever has just been seen by Clib. And Forever finally will get knocked. What about Code Marco? Great nade onto Clib. But only 50 HP done. They need to buy themselves a little bit of breathing room. They don't have it at the moment. Code Marco now on his lonesome. Forever gone down. And that is Etiquette eliminated in 7th place. But my god, what a game from Forever and Code Marco. Definitely a standout performance from them. The Na'Vi split is finally cracking under pressure. Bestalok has gone down. Not out just yet. And it is technically a first knock. But Philu and Iroh are very, very close by. In fact, they're in the single zone, ladies and gentlemen. This is like a game of Tinder over here in the top part of the circle. We've got Philu, Iroh, T-Bone, 8C. I guess Bestalok's kind of split. So it's like... technically married, living separately? I don't know. This is a game of Tinder, the top half of this map. This is very interesting to watch. This is proper Survivor games here. Iroh looking for movement, spots movement. That's 8C. Not firing yet, waiting to get a clean line of sight, not wanting to dump all the bullets into the fence. Going for the grenade approach, thinking better of it as 8C moves into a compound, but now going for it again. Won't find it. 8C is all the way down here. Oh, hello. Bit too close. There we go. Tempest and Na'Vi are the two squads left in the circle, left to duke it out. Everybody else is a solo right now. 6 teams left and 9 alive. Super split. Tempest are feeling it. 9 kills between 3 players. They held that high ground beautifully, and now they're thinking about moving out to the west side. That means they're going to go through all of the single players before actually getting to Na'Vi in the end if they do it that way. They don't know this, of course. They don't know it for sure, even if they suspect it, but that's how they're going to do it. T-Bone, spotted by Iroh, dispatched by Iroh. But that's a much better result for Omican, who finished in 6th. The other single players will be saying, well, we don't really want to get involved in this. That's what's interesting. Technically, all of these guys don't want to get involved with this. There are no squads near them. I don't know how much they realize that. 5 teams left and 8 alive. We've just passed the 26-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. All sorts of fun games so far, and Tempest is now rotating into the north side, so they are going to be fighting very, very shortly against some of these individuals, or we're going to be seeing some very, very sneaky snake plays. Philu and Iroh, the first 2, to move towards where Tempests are. Philu must notice the footsteps at some point, right? He must. Iroh moving into 8C. 8C hears it. Eighty knows what's coming. Does Iroh, though? Is he going to take a peek in? Oh, he sees him! And this is dangerous. Very nicely done. A single flash. And that is it. Really good use of utility there. Good quick thinking from Iroh. Okay, fine. There wasn't really anywhere 8C could go, but respect for not re-peeking, getting the flash out, playing it calmly under pressure, and TSM are up to 7 kills, and they're into the final 4. However, Senya has other ideas. We're watching Clib now. Uh-oh, that's a live frag. I'm not sure shooting it is going to do any good, but luckily it doesn't quite take him out. 10 kills now for Tempest. They take out the adepts on the north side. We still have TSM and Na'Vi to go. Iroh now in the awkward situation FaZe Clan were earlier. Just kind of enjoying being in the middle of it all. And I think Senya knows exactly who's there. Oh no, the same trick twice! Lightning strikes twice, ladies and gentlemen. That's a flashbang. But this time around, that's an Iroh. Is that frag gonna do it? Oh, it actually would have done it, but it doesn't matter because winner, winner, chicken dinner. Tempest coming in from behind while we were watching this drama unfold, and they take out Na'Vi. So Tempest, with 11 kills, will be taking home the victory here in game number 3. What a fun finish to the circle that was, ladies and gentlemen. First place, Tempest. Second place, Na'Vi. And third place, well played to TSM.